Hello students, in this particular module, I will be explaining why do we need election from electoral politics. In the previous module, I have talked about the story of state assembly election in Haryana. Now we will see why do we need election then. Now election takes place regularly in any democracy to choose people's representatives. Our country, we elect every 5 years our representatives, our MPs and MLAs to form a new government. It happens regularly every 5 years. Elections are also held in non-democratic countries, not only in democratic, also like China. China is a communist country. Britain, constitutional monarch. Saudi Arabia, again, is a monarch. But they also have elections, but not that sort of the democracy like India, that we have elections. It is difficult for crores of people to sit together to take all the decisions. For example, in India, we are 130 to 35 crores people. Can we come together and sit together to decide for a reason? We cannot plan out. This many people cannot hold in the parliament. It is also difficult. It will be difficult for every one of us to speak and listen to every one of us. So that is why we choose our representatives, to sit in the parliament and decide for us and to run the country. Everyone does not have time. All crores of people do not have time. So we choose the people so that there are less people. They can sit together in state assembly and in parliament and decide for the country. That is why democracy people rule through their representatives. We elect our MPs and MLAs, our representatives, so that they will make laws and rule the country. But to ensure that these representatives rule as per the wishes of the people, a mechanism is required. We cannot simply elect and put them there, and however they like to rule the country, they will rule. It is we have elected, so we wish how the government should function. What should our representatives do for the country? It is our wish, we the citizens. So there is a mechanism to elect them. Yes. So this different representatives choosing a mechanism is called election. So every 5 years we choose a new set of representatives to run the country for next 5 years. It can be the same or a different. If we are not satisfied with the previous government, it is our choice. The people of the country, the citizens have the choice to elect a new group of people, new political party to run the country. Therefore, elections are considered essential in any representative democracy. This is very essential. So every 5 years and regularly the government should change. If the same government does better, if the same party is re-elected, they will run for next 5 years. Another 5 years again there will be elections. So in election the voters make choice. Voters make the choices. What are the choices? Who will make laws for them? Everybody, every voters have a choice. So they give their choices in their voting. Who will form the government and take major decisions? So accordingly, people choose to vote the party whose policies will guide the government and lawmaking. So when I personally think the particular party would guide me, guide the country, guide the government, then I vote the particular candidate for the new government. In a democratic election like India, everyone should be able to choose. Everyone should have one vote and every vote should have equal value. That is what called universal adult franchise. Every citizens 18 plus can vote and each vote is counted on value. There should be parties. India is a multi-party system, a democratic party, multi-party. So many parties, BJP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, and so on. So many parties are there, and these candidates to choose. There are so many candidates to choose. From a constituency, there are many candidates from each political party. So whichever a citizen wishes to choose, it's his choice to vote. Freedom to contest. So each party is free to contest. No party is barred from campaigning for election. No party is prohibited. So all are free to contest. All are free to campaign. Everyone can campaign. Every citizen who is 18 plus can vote, 25 plus can contest for vote, and a wide choice for people. So there are so many people standing as a candidate, so we have so many people, so many choices to select from different parties. Election must be held at regular intervals. Every 5 years we have, and the candidate preferred by the people should be elected. The party that highest number of votes that get, the majority party that is elected, is there to form the government. Elections should be held in a fair and free atmosphere. It should be fair, means there should not be any corruption. Atmosphere should be free. There should not be any violence. Freely, everybody with their free will, people should vote them. So there are merits and demerits in political competition. It's a political competition because so many parties that take part in elections in India. So what are the demerits first? It creates a sense of disunity and party politics. Why does it create disunity? Because all criticize each other. They fight for their seats and they are not united. They really quarrel with their words of fight. Parties level allegations, they blame each other by using dirty tricks to win elections. So it's a corruption, very dirty. India follows a very dirty politics. Long-term policies cannot be formulated. Before the government had a policy that was a long-term, which cannot be formulated. The promises that were made by the present government, it is difficult to follow because the previous government already had made certain policies. Good people do not enter politics. All the gundas, rowdies, so many cases against them. They only enter the politics by threatening the people. They get vote. But we see there are merits, much more merits also we can see. Elections are good because they force the ruling party to perform. If they don't perform well while they are in rule, they won't be re-elected again. So they are forced to perform well, do betterment for the development of the country. The government is aware that it will be voted out of power if it does not perform as the people expected. So it is the people's expectation they have to fulfill. If the people of the country are not satisfied, they will be voted out. They will not be elected for the next term for 5 years. It forces parties and leaders to serve the people. So competition is good. So there should be competition. There should be multi-party system so that each party that is elected to form new government will focus in the development and the betterment of the country. So let us discuss some of the questions. What is an election? It is to ensure that these representatives rule as per the wishes of the people. This mechanism is called election. So there should be new election to elect new representatives. Why does election take place? Election takes place regularly in any democracy to choose people's representatives. Why should there be political competition? So these are the merits that political competition should be there. Elections are good. They force the ruling party to perform. The government is aware about that. If they don't perform, they will be voted out. It forces parties and leaders to serve the people. So this competition is good for the country. This is where I complete the module. If you have any doubt, you can clarify later. Thank you.